Well, it's been a while since the last channel update, but welcome to October 2025. It's been a bit of a year for content to say the least, but I have a few things to go over for content moving forward and in the next year. First of all, Skyward Sword HD has been progressing at a brisk pace, with a lot of the game recorded and done ahead of time. And that's all thanks to Thomas, who visited earlier in September during his road trip across the UK. This means that Skyward Sword will be done by the end of the year, and I'm not just going to be starting a new LP one year and having it drag into the next with sporadic releases coming in 2026. Now, because I'm doing Skyward Sword, it doesn't mean that I'll be playing the entire Zelda series. When it comes to that franchise, I'm only playing the ones that I'm more familiar with and essentially played big parts in why I love The Legend of Zelda. There are plans to eventually do the Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, and also the Breath of the Wild era of games, as those ones I have more experience with and I'm not just going through them semi-blind or as a first playthrough. I mean, Age of Calamity was technically the first Zelda game that I was playing, but that was a Warriors game. Oh yeah, Age of Imprisonment's coming out. That's not going to be taking up all my time. Next up, the Let's Play after Skyward Sword has already been fully recorded and completed. The game I chose for the next Let's Play is one that I have a lot of memories with, and a fairly recent release of it on a collection allowed me to finally 100% complete it when I couldn't during my original time with it, since I had no means to play it on its original console and I lost the original copy. Sad. That's what happens when you get the new consoles, you eventually sell the old ones. Now, my original plans for the Galaxy games have been completely dashed with the new releases of both games on the Switch and the Switch 2, as originally Galaxy 1 was to be done eventually on the 3D All-Stars collection, and Galaxy 2 on its original hardware, the Wii, or well, the Wii U Virtual Console. Now, with both games released as part of the Mario 40th anniversary, those plans have changed. Now, at least when I get to Galaxy 2, I won't be lazy and skipping from World Force Green Stars and then straight to the perfect run on my incomplete personal playthrough from years before then. Originally, I had stated that some of my older Let's Plays were going to be unlisted and archived on the channel in favour of updated Reduxes, but in some cases I've decided to remove them entirely and focus on replacement versions instead. The series that are being completely replaced are Luigi's Mansion on GameCube, Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story on 3DS, and Luigi's Mansion 2. For Luigi's Mansion, I'll be replacing the old version with a new playthrough once the Nintendo Switch 2 GameCube Classics version is released, and having a future 3 Let's Plays of essentially the same game feels a bit excessive, and the new version will be the definitive one going forward. For Luigi's Mansion 2, the original 3DS Let's Play isn't needed anymore thanks to the HD remake on Switch, and it'll allow me to do a series of better quality on that one. And plus, I didn't really like the mic quality in that one since it was older hardware that I did that one on, so that one will be completely replaced. And as for Bowser's Inside Story, since that one is my favourite Mario & Luigi game, I want to give it the treatment that it deserves. The old playthrough had issues like capture glitches, inconsistent layouts, distracting backgrounds, and I wasn't really happy with the overall flow with it. I did like the little boss bios that I did for every boss in the game, but I think this time I'll tweak the 3DS layout a little bit and have it as like a little info box in the empty space. The replacement for Bowser's Inside Story will have cleaner footage, improved commentary and editing, and a more focused presentation on it. And I also have a lot of stories and experience from my first playthrough with the original game on DS that I didn't really share during that Let's Play. Because honestly, that one just felt like just going through the game and providing commentary on it, and I didn't really share any of my experiences with it at all. This will take some time to come since I will be waiting until I have my new PC, so I don't need to worry about glitching footage and making sure that the workflow can be more streamlined. As with the Redux of Superstar Saga and the original Bowser's Inside Story LP, the side modes will not be covered. Now for some new forms of content. Beginning with Skyward Sword, I'll be starting to do more YouTube shorts that have some sort of recap, montages, or just moments that I deem memorable through the whole Let's Play. This mini project will be starting once the next Let's Play is airing, And I did this before with One Moment from Mario & Luigi Dream Team, and there's quite a bit of a demand for short-form content at the moment, because these days attention spans are low, and I can attest to that because I often browse YouTube Shorts while waiting for my PC's resources to free up during an export queue. So expect some shorts from that Let's Play towards the end of it. And I don't know, editing shorts is kind of fun as well, because I made one for Thomas for his Walking Dead Destiny stream when the game was like, all this dialogue still in the game over screen, and like doing the little captions and everything. That was fun, and I want to do that again for my own stuff. Now, as for the next video essay that I've been putting off solely because of it being about essentially the whole franchise, I've been working on it bit by bit and ensuring that it flows better than its original draft. Gathering the footage is easy enough since I can just record one big video file for what I need and timestamp it, so that's where I know the footage what I need from that is. I believe I've said before that it's about Splatoon, and if I haven't, then I've just spoiled it. Creators like Chugga Conroy, Voyan, Liam Triforce, they remain big inspirations for the format, and I've been enjoying putting the work in for it, even though with those videos I work on them much less than the Let's Play format. So there definitely will be more video essays in the future, but that's not going to be until after Skyward Sword is being completed fully and released. What's been scarce lately is collaborative stuff. Due to some circumstances, Thomas hasn't really initiated group recordings for a while, but when the next opportunity arises, I'll be joining in with Mario Kart Worldwides and Splatter Days and stuff like that as usual, as well as the other collaborative series, Thomas and Pals, which is games like Among Us, Scribblio and other stuff like that. I've been on those ones a few times in the past, so I'll be jumping into those ones as well. When Thomas visited earlier in September, we had planned to do a video on Mario Party for my channel, but since he'd spent the whole day traveling, he was pretty much beat. So he just opted to watch me record for Skyward Sword instead, and silently judging me in the background. But we do have some plans to do Mario Party in the future sometime, but that's just all down to arrangements. I also do plan to keep on with the Mario Kart Randomizer online thing that I've been doing, but since Mario Kart World is out now, then I'll just have it as Mario Kart Online Randomizer and just specify what game. And since Mario Kart World is out now, I'll have to find a randomizer for that one and see if any friends want to join in with that. I know Thomas has expressed that he wants to come back to it, but again, that's down to arrangements. Our next Versus is still in the works as well, as we have more assets for it now, and the only issue is recording on my side. And you know how much I hate the glitching. It's not even a desync, it's just the footage glitches and it's annoying. That's why I'm completely redoing Bowser's Inside Story and hoping that future Let's Plays don't have the same pattern of having glitching footage every now and again. There was a time in Skyward Sword where I actually put in a little caption saying, "Wow, Groose, you're so angry that you glitched the footage." Anyway, that's all I have for this update, and I've covered as much as I possibly can. That being said, I'll be continuing to do Skyward Sword ahead of time, and the next Let's Play will not have any breaks in between episodes, since it's already being completed. So, I'll see you then. The next Let's Play will probably start airing in January.